Yo, what it is, you know what it is. It's your man, King Musa. Welcome to First Impression Nacogdoches, the podcast where we're all about showcasing the vibrant local businesses, unique brands, and hidden gems right here in our incredible town. We're here. We're here to help students, parents, and visitors discover what truly makes Nacogdoches special. I'm your host, King Musa, and today we're digging into another local favorite that you need to know about. We're excited to have a very special guest who's making a real impact in our local scene. We are here to learn more about Miss Laura McKinney, the sports massage therapist out here in Nacogdoches. But before we learn a little bit about her, let's get to know about her life before sports massage therapy. Introducing Miss Laura McKinney. Yeah.
No, thanks so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. But before we jump into all the, fun questions all about you, because massage therapy sounds great, we're going to icebreaker. All right.
Okay.
My icebreaker for you is NBA finals just finished.
Yes.
The Oklahoma won. Football is about to get started again.
Yes.
Baseball, they've already been started. Everything else like that.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite sport to watch, to play, anything else like that?
Right now I'm watching WNBA.
Okay.
Big Paige Buckets fan.
Yeah.
So Dallas Wings, I want to go to see her live. I think that would be awesome.
You know what? I've been seeing the Dallas Wings pop up a little bit more on
Uh-huh.
social media, so that's good to see.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Caitlyn and the WNBA really put them on the map, if you ask me. But hey,
Oh, we could debate that.
Ah!
We can debate that. I have all
Okay.
kinds of. I'll just say the one thing. Just go back and look at, how they said Angel flopped.
Yeah.
I would go back and look. There are some other camera views
Angles,
that
yeah.
shows that she just won. But you know what? That's the game.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey,
So,
we can always look in the past.
yeah.
Hindsight 2020.
Exactly.
During the
And
game,
no
we
shade
have
on
to play.
her,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying that there are other. Miss Boston
Yeah.
is an awesome. She's on the same team.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get the credit she deserves. So.
The most amazing thing is it's already. It's just the growth of it, and I
Yes.
appreciate that they're doing that. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and jump in though. Can you introduce yourself and what you do here in Nacogdoches?
Yep. Laura McKinney. I'm a massage therapist at Well Body Solutions here in Nacogdoches. I've been a therapist for 11 years, have 2 kids, pretty much grew up here. Families from here,
Yes, ma'am.
local grown. So,
Okay,
yeah.
we like that. We like our local,
Yes.
and to know that everyone's here. You've been out here means you
Uh-huh.
know the community, so we really
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Now, before we jump into more about sports massage, let's learn a little bit about you,
Okay.
your background. You say you're from here, so
Yes.
explain what was it like growing up here? Did you have any siblings?
Yeah.
And then what got you into sports and all that?
Okay. Well, actually, I have 2 siblings. And what got me into sports, I never did anything until later in life. I love being in the gym now, but I was a little goth girl in high school and was not interested. I would watch soccer because that's where all the cool kids went.
Yeah.
But until I started working with my first client, who was a wide receiver, I just was like, whatever, and then I didn't realize how it would shape me as a therapist later. So now I'm like really fangirling.
Did you have any family members that were, part of the whole massage therapy, sports, or anything else like that?
Sports wise, my brother, little cousin, and uncle were all track stars.
Mhm.
I mean, they were setting records everywhere. My mom was a feature twirler here at SFA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got front row seats to all the
Exactly.
games and everything
Oh,
else like that. So she was the best audience member.
Yes.
And then you realize these people need help.
Exactly. Something like that. Yeah. That
Okay.
works.
That's really exciting. But what about interests and passions outside of, sports massage therapy? What do you like to do? with that?
Yeah. So I don't really have a lot of free time.
Okay.
I'm like today I'm booked all day.
Ooh.
So yeah, like we squeezed you
I
in and then
appreciate you for squeezing me in.
Yes, exactly. So and then when I'm not working with clients, I'm researching everything they do and how that informs what I do. But in the spare time that I do have, I just hang out with friends really. I would love to go out dancing here. There's not talked about
We're building it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're trying to find that. But just hanging out with friends really. That's the best thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't find yourself going to the big cities like Dallas and Houston, do you?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
do go to Dallas for work. And then I will definitely go and hang out and
Yes,
shop
ma'am.
and eat is the most important
She
thing.
favors Dallas, so we're going to go ahead and scoot on over to our next question because I'm from Houston. So.
No. Yeah.
All right. Now you segue me into the best way possible what is a massage therapist and how did you get into it?
Yeah.
All of that.
So I did go to school. In Texas, you have to go to school for 500 hours. I got into it because over the years, people kept telling me, you need to be a massage therapist. You're really good at this. You
Yes.
got to do this for a living and that kind of thing. And as it happens, when you don't follow your passion, those career ends, really quickly,
Yeah.
because they're just like, that's not for you.
You're
It's
not
not
passionate
for you.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So when I finally got into massage therapy, I was like, this is for me for sure.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
sure. So, like I said, I started off, I was on my own. Then I worked for Massage Envy in Longview for many years as their lead. And then I came back here and went to work at Well Body. And that's
Okay.
when my first athletes started coming in.
I'm glad you made it here. I'm
Yes.
glad you're impacting
Thank
our
you.
athletes, But what would you say are some of the challenges on being a massage therapist? I'm sure it's not just oils and massages.
No,
Like there
no.
has to be some type of science. You mentioned it has therapists in it. So
Yes.
explain, what are kind of the misconceptions and challenges?
Yeah. I think for me, what I always try to fight against is, I do a relaxing spa massage, and there are benefits to that. And so you do have to play therapist. You have to
Yeah.
listen to people and try to help them out, as well as helping their body out too. But I think I try to fight every day the misconception that massage therapy is just fluffy.
Yeah.
And that it's not going to help at all. And I love our athletic trainers, but that massage therapy can't actually help injury prevention, that kind of thing. I do kind of fight against that every day.
Okay.
So I would love people to know that, actually, before you talk about going into surgery, if your doctor says it's okay, come on and see your massage therapist. See
Okay.
if we can help you out.
I did not know that a
Yeah.
little massage can stop a big surgery.
It can. It can.
And so kind of explain the success stories or the achievements of how if somebody implements that, it makes a bigger role, or just kind of the background
Yeah.
behind that.
So this past year, I worked with the Lady Jacks basketball, and they went to Southland Conference and amazingly successful. I went down with them and helped them. We were doing like 9 p.m. sessions, that kind of thing, just to get them to the next day because the recovery was not there. They were
Yeah.
playing every day. And so I talked to Coach Bishop and we talked about injury prevention. And I said, I want to work, and all of my work at SFA is volunteer. It's free. I want to work every day, or not every day, every week with the Lady Jacks.
I'm sorry, I had to give you
free.
an air horn for that. Yeah, everybody likes free. I gotta let y'all know.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to work with them every week, and I want to keep injury prevention. I want to keep injuries down. I want everybody who's able to play on the court at all times.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially because we had such a small bench last year, and keeping them on the court was the most important thing to do.
To keep on going, and you're tired, and you need to recover, you're stressed out, you tense, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you.
Yeah.
The future, right?
Yes.
What would you say is the vision of where you're trying to go? What are your goals for the
Yeah. Well, so I've learned that I can have goals, but it's where God puts me that is.
Man,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. So my ideas are I would love to continue this with SFA, see where that goes. But, that's dependent on a lot of things.
future? Yeah.
So, okay, there's that. I love almost every athlete I've worked with at SFA has just been top-notch, top-tier people, just really good people.
That's right.
Would I enjoy being, an NFL massage therapist? Absolutely.
Okay.
NBA? Absolutely. I do have ties here that kind of keep me here for right now,
Yeah.
family-wise. But yes, I would like to do that. But if not, then, we'll just see what happens. I'm
Yes,
up
ma'am.
for anything. If somebody has an idea, just let me know.
There you go. NFL players, NBA players.
Yes.
She's letting y'all know, just get your massager now. It's free. She's taking care of you. Come on, get her into the door. I appreciate that. But let's turn our attention to our audience, right?
Yes.
It's one thing to be able to learn more about you, but it's another thing to how it applies to each one, right? So I
Absolutely.
do want to ask you for our visitors, right? Nacogdoches is a great town people fly through. We have a couple big cities around us.
Yes.
What is it like for a visitor to stop by and check out, check
Yeah.
you out for a massage there?
Well, where I work, we offer a lot of different things. We do IV treatments and facials and all kinds of things. So there's something for everyone there. Even if you're not, there are some people in this world that do not want massage. They just are like, nope. But we got a lot of different things going on. if you're traveling, though, if you've been driving, of course, I can help you out with your sore shoulders,
Yeah.
etc. Relaxation after a long trip is important too.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And we all are experts on the area. So if you need to know about a restaurant or whatever, just stop by and we'll chat you up.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it gonna be like 30 minutes, an hour? How long did it take in this
Yeah.
little break?
So I can give 30-minute massages.
Yeah.
And a lot of times with my athletes, that's all they have.
Okay.
So that's what I give. I like giving 2-hour massages.
Okay.
I mean, you need to fall
2
asleep.
hours.
Yes. You need
Wow.
to just chill out and just fall asleep and then wake
Okay.
up and be like, it's a new day.
There we go. Visitors, we just added something for y'all to do. Get a massage in. Nacogdoches.
Exactly.
All right.
And we do couples too. So couples
Yes.
massage and facials. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Follow up, students, right?
Yes.
So as a student, hearing about a massage for me sounds like something unicorns
Yes.
do.
Yeah.
I never would have
I
thought about that. And I'm super ticklish. So for a
Yeah.
person who's like, I've never thought about as a student, these aren't even things I, consider. What are the benefits and why should students get a massage?
Well, first of all, we do give a student discount. So that's important to know. Absolutely. So there's that. So we try to work with everybody on, every price, every budget kind of thing. What I find a lot with my students is tech neck. They're looking down all the time on the phone, on the computer, whatever. So I can fix you up with that.
Right.
Relaxation, just taking time for yourself, taking a deep breath and kind of putting all your worries away.
Okay.
This is a stressful time for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so, just being able to get some perspective by kind of shutting things up for a little bit and sitting away, not taking time away from it is really important.
I can agree with that. Now, I
Yeah.
do need to know, would you recommend it one time, just one weekend I need to take a massage, or would you recommend it to start doing more regularly, and
So
find-
everybody is different in what they can tolerate and what
Okay.
they like. For some people, they're going to feel the benefits right away. They're not going to come back for 2 months or a month or whatever. Time is, a priority for students. So it's what they can fit in. I really just let it be for everyone to figure out for themselves kind of thing. I'll say, yeah, it'd be great if you come in every 2 weeks. It'd be great if I could see you weekly.
Yes, ma'am.
But, that's not always
All right. I
actually
like
gonna
that.
happen. Yeah.
Now, to my parents, this is more important. I get it, I'm a new parent, everything else like that, but y'all need this. So I'm gonna let her explain to you why parents needs to get a massage. I don't think I need to explain it, but this is the excuse you give your husband or wife why y'all need to book a
Absolutely.
massage. Here we go.
I would say to students, you can buy your mom or dad a massage for,
Boom.
Parents' Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parents' Day. When they come in, homecoming or whatever. Hey, you're here to see us, but here, let's just,
It's not even about the parents, it's about us.
Exactly.
Don't tell them that we need to spend our money. Anyways,
Exactly. Okay, so parents.
Get your
parents.
a gift card.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I just took away from that
Right.
discount, didn't I?
You was doing
Sorry.
so good.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
No, but I would just say definitely treat yourself. Just treat yourself. Enjoy this time with your kids, but treat yourself when you can.
So what is it
Absolutely.
like for a parent to come in and get a massage? I mean, if an athlete can take 30 minutes out of their busy schedule, how can we convince parents you can take 30 minutes out of your busy schedule? And this
Absolutely.
is something that brings
Yeah.
not just a break, but it rejuvenates you, it gets
Absolutely.
you back, energized for taking care of these wonderful kids.
So 9 times out of 10, when I put my hands on somebody, they have no idea how tense they are. They have no idea how stressed out they are or how much pain they're in even. They'd be like, I didn't even know
Right.
my back's hurting. I didn't even know, what was going on. So I would convince you just to try it. Just do that 30 minutes, do that hour. Just give yourself that time. Why not? You don't really have anything to lose,
Yeah.
If nothing else, you've come out saying, well, I can always feel better. I should probably start working out more. I should probably take a walk. It really helps you connect mind and body too. And that's really important as well. Just
You
to take
got to
care of
check
it
into
overall.
your body.
Absolutely.
You have to see how your body. You don't take care of your body can't take care of you.
Yes,
That's the way I see it.
that's true.
That's the way I see
It's
it.
true.
So I really appreciate you. Is there
Thank you.
anything you would like to shout out and kind of let people know? Service fee, like service costs, all that stuff. This is your time to let them connect with you
Yeah.
and find you on social media, all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
So I'm on Instagram at Laura McLMT and at Well Body Solutions NAC. But probably just to get in with me, contact me because the business is busy. I know my schedule better. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, just come see what we can do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
She's already told you all y'all need to know. I don't think I need to recap anything, but I want to give a massive thank you to our amazing guest, Ms. Laura McKinney, and just teaching us a little bit more about massage, therapy and sports massage therapy that you have for the athletes. Your insight was very insightful.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. Yes, ma'am. You're what make Nacogdoches unique. Remember, our town is full of incredible local businesses, unique brands, and First Impression Nacogdoches is here to help you find them all. Subscribe and connect with us on social media and join our community. Until next time, this is King Musa signing off, telling you to go out and explore Nacogdoches. Thank you.